Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. St. Michael High School welcomes you to the battleground for tonight's basketball matchup between the McKINLEY Panthers and your St. Michael Lady Warriors. What is that? Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and we ask that you remove your hats as we say a prayer before tonight's contest. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we're about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with a respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game today. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineup. First, for the visiting McKINLEY Panthers. Starting at guard, a junior, number 0, Jemiah Robinson. At guard, a senior, number 2, Daneria Deloche. At center, a freshman, number 10, Lila Harris. At forward, a senior, number 14, Janiyah Jacobs. And at center, a sophomore, number 20, Serenity Wilkins. Assistant coaches, Tanisha Grimes, Paige Webb, and DeCarlos McKee. Head coach, Ella Rito. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your St. Michael Lady Warriors. At guard, a freshman, number 13, Riley Delmore. At guard, a sophomore, number 2, Natalie Robb. At guard, a junior, number 11, Laken Ladad. At forward, a junior, number 23, Hartley Duncan. And at forward, number 40, Minna Gersh. Assistant coach for the Warriors, Zach West. Head coach, Ian Keller. Play ball. And welcome here to the battleground again for tonight's District 6 4A basketball matchup between your St. Michael Lady Warriors and the visiting McKINLEY Panthers. Warriors come into tonight after falling by just a point to Bruley to go to 0-1, start out 0-1 in district. This is district game number 2 coming at you. Warriors have played a very good season up to this point, sitting at number 11 in the power rankings. They're coming out looking to get back on the winning end. Delmore traveling is the call. Delmore took it towards the lane, got cut off and some contact, but the travel was the call. Warriors coming out in the press, and then McKINLEY just tosses it away. All right, Warriors back at it, trying to go inside, hit Minna, and stepping on the line is Deloche after the turnover. They're kind of trading turnovers there to start. 2 turnovers apiece. Out of bounds off the foot of one of the Panthers. Corner, Ledette hits it. Lakin Ledette, 4-3. Deloche, almost travel. And nothing inside. Foul going to be called. That was a shot missed by Harris. And it was grabbed by number 2, Deloche. Foul's going to be on Harley Duncan. Deloche at the line to shoot. The lefty banged it hard off the backboard there. And missed. Rebound. So 2 misses. Harley throws it out of bounds. I think she was trying to get it inside to Minna. Tossed it away. And double dribble called. Another turnover for McKinley. Duncan again trying to get it inside to Minna. Throws it away. The Warriors have gotten off 1 shot and they've hit it. That's it. Everything else has been a turnover. They can just stop the turnovers. Harris loses the dribble again. Gets it inside Wilkins. Fighting. Just tosses it up over her head. And first field goal for McKinley. Sub coming in will be Presley Dunlap checking in for Harley Duncan. And then thrown away again. Warriors just throwing it to the team, and the blue jerseys are just completely missing their teammates trying to get passes in there. And there Delmore just strips Harris. And she gets blocked. A game of turnovers here early on. 9 total. Rom with a long 2-point jump shot. Missed it. Harris with the rebound. And there's Wilkins after the wild miss from Deloche. Wilkins with the rebound. Scores at 4-3. McKinley up early. Ball knocked away from Ledette. Hayden Scallon checking in for Minna Gersh. And another turnover from the Warriors. Deloche loses it. Delmore on the run out. Lays it up and in. Riley Delmore. Jacobs trying to go down the right sideline. And they're going to get a foul called on Lakin Ledette. That's her first. And turned over by McKinley. 6 apiece on the turnovers now. The throwaway and the lay in. Warriors turned it over. Deloche to Jacobs. Makes it 6-5. Dunlap. And Lake and Ledette just absolutely picks the pocket of Deloche. Delmore, nice move, couldn't finish. Hayden Scallon grabbed the rebound and got fouled by Deloche. Warriors baseline out of bounds again. That's the nice look. Lays it in. Hayden Scallon off the feed from Rom on the out of bounds play. Deloche is having all kinds of trouble handling that basketball. She turned it over and decided that she didn't need to run back down on defense. Neither did two other McKinley Panthers. And the Warriors were playing 5-on-2 and could not get the bucket. And a foul is going to be called. 3 McKinley Panther players barely came across half court, and it was a 5-on-2. And the foul was called on Rom. Her first. Deloche going left, lays it in. The wild drive there. I don't think Deloche is playing defense tonight. She just now made it towards the top of the key. Seems like she has zero interest in hustling back on defense tonight. Foul was called. Presley Dunlap going to go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul was on number 10, Harris. In and out. Can't hit the second. 0 for 2. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Panther ball. Robinson turns it over. Delmore lays it in. And timeout call by McKinley. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back, so it's going to be now a conversation. Coach Redo. And now all 3 of the referees are going to go over there and talk to Coach Ella Redo. Coach Redo has been around for a long, long, long time here in Baton Rouge coaching girls basketball and volleyball. She's talking to her girls on her bench, so I'm not quite sure what that's about, but and knocked out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball. They're going to throw it in off the sideline right in front of their bench. Warriors in that press. And McKinley, Wilkins runs it down. She's going to barrel towards the basket, and a foul is going to be called on Hayden Scallon. I'm not real sure if that was a foul. It was called a foul. I think Wilkins just kind of fell down. And shot missed. I believe Hayden Scallon just got hit with her second. Robinson is going to go to the line to shoot. That's the 15th foul for the Warriors. So McKinley will be at the line for the rest of the quarter. Robinson misses the first. Again, the free throw rules, bonus rules changed in high school basketball. No more 1-and-1. It's 2 shots after 5 fouls in each quarter. Loose ball knocked out of bounds by the Warriors. Now Coach Keller's got a question for the referees. It'll be number 24, Lila Landry, checking in for the Warriors. Going with the 4-guard lineup. And ball just thrown up for grabs, and it was grabbed by Lila Landry. She gets tied up. So the turnover, then the turnover. And now another turnover. We got the kick back out. Landry for 3. Short. Minna Gersh grabs it and then throws it away. She was almost falling out of bounds. Deloche kicks it to Wilkins after she falls on the ground. And now a rugby scrum is broken out for possession. And we'll have another Coach Teague manual tie ball. It'll be the 3rd one of the night here. Landry trying to get it into Minna. And another tie up. The Coach Teague tie up. Been a very disjointed, quite sloppy game here so far. Harris jumper misses it. Ledette on the rebound. And a kick ball is called. I'm not really quite sure who Lakin was trying to get that ball to. Another baseline opportunity for the Warriors. Minna, spin, and the foul. They're going to get Wilkins. No, they got Deloche on that one. That's her second. Minna going to go to the line to shoot 2. I have a feeling these are the 5 players that McKinley has. They have 7 sitting on the bench, but I don't think they want to go to any of those 7 on the bench. Minna hits the first. And hits both. Minna 2 out of 2. And now there's some conversation about what's going on over here on the referees are claiming that some of the players on the bench are being a little bit too vocal. Coach Redo is trying to say it's the fans behind. That must have been what the conversation was earlier about the bench players for McKINLEY having something to say about the officiating. Now Coach Redo is turning around, just motioning to not only her bench players, I think she's trying to address the fans that are sitting behind the bench. Again, these referees are quite sensitive. Harris, travel call before the shot was taken. That's turnover number 11 of the first quarter for McKINLEY. 21 total turnovers here in the first quarter. We got 3 more left, plus a minute left in this one. And another turnover. There's been a lot of problems dribbling the basketball. I don't know if that ball has too much air in it. That's about the 4th or 5th time that a player has dribbled and it's bounced away from him. Nice reverse from Riley Delmore. And then a steal from Ledette. Throws it up behind the back. And now we got a foul called. That's going to be on Jacobs. It's the 4th team foul for McKINLEY. There's Mary Grace Amarolo checking in. One of 2 seniors for the Warriors. The baseline out of bounds. Coming up for the Warriors, 35.2 seconds left. Corner, Ledette. High arcing shot, and a foul is going to be called. I think that's going to be on Natalie Rahm. That's going to be her second. The offensive foul, and that's going to be 2 shots going down the other way for McKINLEY, who had a lead for a little while here in the first quarter. Warriors have gone up 5. It'll be Deloche at the line to shoot. McKINLEY is 0 for from the line so far tonight. And they remain 0 for. Lila Landry getting right back up, checking right back in for Natalie Rahm. And in and out again for Deloche. Ledette on the run. Tried to dump it down to Minna. Nice job by Landry to run it down. Elbow jumper missed, and then Minna with the rebound, and she gets fouled. She's going to head to the line to shoot. I think they got Wilkins on that one. Her first foul. Going to have a sub get up off the bench. And Minna Gersh knocks down the first. The sub came in. Wilkins going to check out. I think Coach Redo is going to make sure that Wilkins does not get her second foul. And second one knocked down by Minna. And you got to have a time run off the clock for a player to be able to re-enter the game. And then a turnover. Delmore, Ledette, high arcer, too strong, and that will do it for the first quarter. with your score, Lady Warriors 15, Panthers 8. And we'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back in business here from the Battleground. Again, thank you for joining us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. I am Coach Craig Taylor, voice of Warrior Athletics. Got your Lady Warriors taking on the McKINLEY Panthers. It'll be Warrior ball to start the second quarter. Lots and lots and lots of turnovers there in that first quarter. MG Amarolo from the corner, too strong. And another turnover from McKINLEY. Minna can't hit the hook shot. A little running hook shot there from Minna. And whistle the scoreboard just turned off, and we got a little fixing going on here and trying to get this scoreboard back on. Not real sure what's going on. Try to get that figured out, and there it goes. It's the gym trolls playing a trick on us down there, unplugging the scoreboard. Deloche to Wilkins, fade away. Wilkins misses it. Rebound by Jacobs. Finished. 15-10 now. Good look from Delmore. Kick out. Ledette missed everything. Delmore with the long jump shot. And Marolo shot blocked from the short corner jumper. And Harley Duncan checking back in. McKINLEY has forced the Warriors into playing a very hectic, helter-skelter type game. A lot of turnovers. McKINLEY's just trying to muddy this game up as much as they can, and the Warriors are playing right into their hands. And there's another Coach Teague Manuel tie ball down on the floor. And that'll be McKINLEY possession. Lady Warriors coming in at number 10 now in the power rankings at 11-7 on the season. Looking to add another win to that. And Jacobs, a little hook shot. Did not see that one coming. And Landry turns it over, maybe. And we're going to have another tie-up. Another Coach Teague Manuel tie-up. And Coach Keller is calling a timeout. He wants to try to calm his girls down here and kind of get them back into their game. So we'll be back. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, so we are back. Michael Dykes and Natalie Rahm both back, both in the game for the Warriors. Michael Land making her first appearance. Natalie Rahm come back in with 2 fouls here at the 6-minute mark in the second. Harley Duncan, Evelyn got stuck right in the middle of the lane. Just got caught not knowing what she was going to do with the ball. Wilkins misses the wide open layup. I mean, there was not a Warrior within the zip code of Wilkins, and she threw up a cinder block. Rahm, this is from long range. Deloche on the run. See if Deloche can keep control of the basketball. She does. Misses the layup. Now the Warriors back on the run. Delmore gave up her dribble. Mikey with the ball. And Amarolo loses control of it. Just took her eye off the pass, and it's another turnover there for the Warriors. Presley Dunlap and Hayden Scallon back in for the Warriors. Ball knocked away. And there's Mikey getting her hands on it, knocking it out of bounds. It'll be a sideline throw in right in front of the Warriors bench. There hasn't been a whole lot of rhythm and flow to this game. Harris stuck on the sidelines, and she gave it up to Wilkins, and Wilkins loses it. Turnover number 15 of the first half for McKinley. Turnover total number 29 here in the first quarter, or in the first half. We still got over 4 minutes left. Delmore for 3, short. Hayden Scallon trying to save it. Couldn't quite get there. There's the other. Wilkins hits it. She had her toes on the line. That's H. Wilkins. And traveling. And traveling. Dunlap inside, nice left-handed layup. Good look, nice finish, and a foul called. They're going to get Presley Dunlap on that foul. Her first, the very first foul called in this entire half, or the entire quarter. And another throwaway from McKinley. Ledette. And Michael Dykes pokes it away. Deloche in the corner to Wilkins, who's going to get it. Another Coach Teague manual tie ball. We have had too many for me to keep track of those today. Tie balls and turnovers. Dunlap misses the layup. A lot of contact, no call. And then McKinley turns it over again. See if McKinley can get to that 20 turnover mark here in the first half. They're only 3 away. 2 away, rather. 18 turnovers in the first half. And another travel. Wilkins to Jacobs. Toe on the line. Whistle blown underneath. They're going to get a foul down low. No, they got a foul on the shot. That foul was on Mike Land. So Jacobs is going to the line to shoot. Misses that one. McKinley, the offer from the line tonight. And they're going to keep the offer. Have a lane violation on the Warriors, so she'll get one more shot at it. And missed that one. And another lane violation. So they're going to get one more shot. It's that little hesitation that Jacobs has on her free throw as the Lady Warriors jumping into the lane early and missed that one. So keeping the goose egg at the free throw line is McKinley, and that one's knocked away. I can tell you this right now. If you went and asked Coach Keller about this first half, he would say he does not know who this team is that's out on the floor. This is not the team that has jumped out to a nice 11-7 record here on the season. Dunlap stepping on the baseline and turns it over. Up ahead, Jacobs almost travels. Wilkins underneath. Can't hit it. Good job of Hayden Scallon coming over to make that a tougher shot than it looked like. And now Wilkins is going to get hit with the foul. That's her second. Wide open. Hayden Scallon pulls up. Can't hit it. Delmore, nice move, but can't finish. And foul going to be called as Harris is flailing the elbows all over the place. That one's going to be called on Delmore, her first. Wilkins down low, got blocked. Robinson hits. Robinson with her first two of the game. And I think we're going to get a foul possibly before the travel. And they got Wilkins. That's going to be her third. So now they're going to have to bring in the other Wilkins, number 30. Serenity Wilkins is one of the better players out there for McKinley. Their center, Ledette misses the runner in the middle of the lane. Mikey for three, too strong off the iron. Deloche grabs it. She's on the run. If Deloche just doesn't run track, she should. She can run. She's kind of figured out that ball handling issue she had earlier, but she launched it over Jacobs' head for another turnover for McKinley. And a double dribble. I think Lake and Ledette thought that ball got knocked away, and I think it did, but the referee didn't see it happen. So it looked like it got knocked away from where I'm sitting up here in the Coach Scotty Reeves broadcast corner, which is completely opposite of where that possession was. And ball just thrown up for grabs. Rahm runs it down. Gersh has Hayden Scallon wide open, and she finds her. Scallon lays it in with the left hand. 19-16 is your score. And a foul going to be called on Rahm. Just got a little too handsy and pushy. Too much body, too much reaching. That's her third. Amarolo going to have to come off the bench to get Rahm. And knocked away. Good job by MG right there. And then Deloche just launches it down the floor for McKinley's 20th turnover of the first half. 20 turnovers here in a half of basketball for McKinley. Minna turns and faces into the lane. Nice job, Minna, right through a very weak double team there. Here goes Deloche, the lefty. Robinson to Jacobs. Deloche going baseline. Inside. In, out of bounds. It'll be McKinley ball underneath. 21-16 is your score. Robinson to Jacobs. And Hayden Scallon going to get hit with the foul. That will be her third foul. Dunlap going to get up off the bench to check in for Scallon here. Harris going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, where McKinley is a solid offer from the line. Old goose egg from the free throw line. And finally, the bank is open on the free throw line. Harris misses the second. And 1 out of 2. 10 seconds left. Delmore going to go to the basket. Scoops it up and in. Riley Delmore. And that'll do it for the first half. Lady Warriors up 23-17 here after one half. We'll be back. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network.
At StreamPay, we believe payroll is more than just numbers. It's about people. When you partner with us, you always know who you're working with. Real experts and real support. No call centers, no confusion. Just a trusted partner invested in your success. StreamPay. Payroll made personal.
Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate your outdoor experience. Call us today at 225-333-8582 or visit us at groundscrew.com to schedule your consultation. Grounds Crew, where we make your outdoor space extraordinary.
All right, we are back here from the battleground. Your halftime score, Lady Warriors 23, McKinley Panthers 17. Scoring in the first half. First for the visiting McKinley Panthers. Leading the way for McKinley, number 14, Jacobs with 6. Number 0, Robinson with 4. Number 20, Wilkins with 4 as well. And number 2, Deloche with 2. Over there for the Warriors, leading the way. Number 13, Riley Delmore with 8 points. Minnegersh with 6. Hayden Scallon with 4. Lakin Ledette with 3. And Presley Dunlap with 2. And that's how we got to your 23-17 halftime score, where we had almost more turnovers in the first half than we did points. Lady Warriors got to come out in the second half and limit the turnovers. If they can do that, they will win this game by 20 points. They will win it going away. Up 6 right now. They are definitely the more skilled basketball team. It just looked like they were trying to go just way too fast, and McKinley was able to kind of drag them down in the mud with them, which is where McKinley wants to try to play. Very hectic style, and there's a turnover to get things started in the second half, just like we ended the first half. And the Warriors turn it over, trying just one too many passes right there. You can't really fault either player for wanting to, share the basketball, but just one too many passes caused the turnover. And then turnover coming back down. Ledette lays it in. Deloche gives it off to number 15, who's in the game, has not played yet, and she's going to pick up a foul. Number 15, that is London. She comes in to start the second half and promptly picks up a foul. And they're going to stick Wilkins in there. London's going to come out. Wilkins is going to come back in, number 30 Wilkins. Number 20, Serenity Wilkins, has 3 fouls. She starts the second half on the bench. Rom and Scallon both have 3 fouls for the Warriors. Ledette, nice job. Presley Dunlap had the old post-up screen there. And stolen away again. Delmore trying the reverse, can't hit it. Here comes Deloche. Misses the layup. Jacobs runs down the loose ball, and it was knocked out by the Warriors. Not real sure about that. It looked like Jacobs touched that ball last, but they're going to say that the Warriors did. Deloche baseline. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be McKinley baseline throw in. And thrown away again. Ledette on the run. Got it knocked away. Now a scramble for the loose ball and out of bounds. Serenity Wilkins going to check in for McKinley. Coming in with those 3 fouls. I think the Warriors go right at her on the offensive end. That's what I would do. Ball got knocked away a couple times from McKinley. Jacobs throws up the runner. Dunlap called for the foul. That's her second. Jacobs will go to the line to shoot. Might not be such a bad thing because McKinley has hit all of one free throw tonight. They are 1 of 10 from the line. Make that 2 of 11. All right, now 3 of 12. McKinley coming out in their press. Dunlap throws it up, misses it. No foul called. A lot of contact. Minna Gersh kicks it. Lakin Ledette for 3. That's her second 3 of the ball game. She now has 7 points here in the second half. All 7 points for the Warriors. And McKinley throws it away again. Rom from the corner. Can't hit. Deloche on the run to Robinson. Throws it up. Jacobs just happens to be there, and she lays it in. Robinson just threw the ball up, and Jacobs just so happened to be on the other side of the basket. There's Minna down on the other end now with 8. Harris goes up the air ball. Delmore trying to go for the reverse again. Got blocked out of bounds. Mikey checking in along with Hayden Scallon. Is the Warriors' first turnover of the second turnover rather of the half, and Mikey got hit with that foul. That's her second foul. Warriors still in that press. Jacobs up ahead. Wilkins lays it in. 32-23. Ledette from the corner. Too strong. Delmore lost it out of bounds. Be a turnover. Harris air ball and out of bounds off the Warriors. Number 1, Combs checked in for McKinley. Came in for Deloche. The correction came in for Robinson. And then McKinley goes ahead and does what they've been doing all night long. Turned it over again. Delmore stops. Misses. Mikey for 3. Michael Ann Dykes knocks down the 3. Scallon got the loose ball rebound and kicked it over to Mikey. She knocks it down 35-23 with just about 3 minutes left to go in the third. Deloche gonna get fouled. Dunlap got hit square in the stomach, and Deloche is taking her time getting up off the floor. It was a loud noise that hit. Deloche is she's gonna be okay. And ball knocked out of bounds. That's Dunlap's third foul she got called for. Wilkins kicks it. Deloche for three, way short. Jacobs got the rebound but threw up a air ball. Ledet comes down with the rebound and lays it on in. There's Deloche on the run again. Combs jacks it up. Short, and Scallon's going to be on the baseline, turns it over. Her toe just on the baseline. The referee down on the baseline saw it pretty clear, as did I right in front of me here. Jacobs dead. Get it in. Harris. Can't hit. MG with the rebound. Ball tipped out of bounds by McKinley. And it'll be Lady Warrior ball underneath the baseline, underneath the basket. Delmore to the corner. Mikey for three. Got blocked by Deloche. And Marolo can't hit it. Scallon with the rebound, can't hit it. And another tie-up. Another Coach Teague Manual tie-up there. Scallon can't hit, got her own rebound. Can't hit the putback. And turnover again by McKinley. Delmore lays it in. And timeout called by the Lady Warriors. We'll take a timeout. 1:29 left to go in the third. Warriors up by 16, 39-23. We'll be back. And we are back. 39-23, Warriors up 16. They have now extended that halftime lead of 6 by 10 points here. Done pretty much exactly what I said coming out of halftime is they cut down on the turnovers and have now been able to extend this lead. Foul going to be called on Michael Ann, I believe. Yep, that's her third. It'll be McKinley ball. Robinson to Wilkins, who goes up high off the glass. And then Wilkins now with 8. And Mikey gets stuck on the sideline, out of bounds off McKinley, though. Dead for three, too strong. Delmore, loose ball, layup, can't hit it. Harris bricks the layup, but Hayden Scallon's going to get hit with her fourth foul. That'll be two shots coming up here for Harris. Correction, I'm sorry, that's Jemiah Robinson at the line. She hits the first free throw. Number 0, Jemiah Robinson shooting. And gets the second. So McKinley, who couldn't buy one from the free throw line in the first half, has hit all 4 of their free throws here in the second half. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Warriors. Ledet floater hits it. Lakin Ledet with 14 points now, and then McKinley promptly turns around and turns it over. Tell you what, the referees have wasted no time in putting the ball back in play off of these out of bounds. That's Jacobs. Gets hit with her second foul. Dunlap trying to take it down the lane. Try to take it right down the left side block. Got knocked out of bounds. Delmore inside, Minna can't hit. Rebound to McKinley. Heaves it up the court, and Jacobs out of bounds, and that will do it for the third quarter. Warriors up 41-27. We'll be back. All right, we are back. McKinley ball. Harris, turnaround, hook shot, can't hit it. Minna with the board. And Wilkins is going to get caught with the foul. Got caught with her hand in the cookie jar. That's her fourth. And traveling down low, Ledet just got caught off balance. And Lakin gets hit with the travel. And then McKINLEY just throws it up for anybody to get on the inbounds. Wilkins had the open layup and just missed it. Man, a nice move, kind of stopping, and Rom went running past her. Man, a nice pass inside, and Wilkins is done for. That is going to be her 5th foul. She is going to be disqualified for the rest of the game. At the 7:04 mark left in the ball game. Coach Redo is trying to calm her down a little bit. That was clearly a foul. It'll be the other Wilkins coming in. Dunlap to shoot. Missed the first. And you got 2 McKINLEY coaches trying to calm down Serenity Wilkins. And Dunlap can't hit the second, but she got her own rebound. And Delmore turns it over. Harris misses it. Harris has made some nice moves in this ball game. She just can't get the ball to go in the basket, though. Dunlap has it knocked away. Minna Gersh is there to pick it up and lay it in. Whistle. Trying to, I think Wilkins' glasses got knocked off. Minna now with 10. Warriors still in the press, and foul going to be called. I think they got, see if they got Dunlap. Yep, that's her 4th. Presley Dunlap picked up her 4th foul. Lila Landry going to get up off the bench and check in for Dunlap. Harris got the ball knocked away, turned over again. Up ahead, Delmore lays it on in. And there's Robinson down on the other end, 45-29. Rom from the elbow, can't hit. Minna with the rebound, lays it back in. I'll be interested to see tomorrow how many offensive rebounds Minna got. And there's another steal from Ledet. Kicks it to Delmore, right back to Ledet. She lays it in. Warriors are just pouring it on. And timeout called. As the Warriors have now gone up by 20, 49-29. We'll take a break with them. It's the Warrior Broadcast Network. right, we are back. Lady Warriors up big now, 49-29, as they have put it together finally here in the second half. First half was very disjointed, very chaotic, but this second half has been much more like it for Lady Warriors. They played much more under control, making shots around the basket, creating turnovers just like that. Badette can't hit the layup. Foul going to be called. That is on Robinson. I think that's just her first. So Legan Ledette going to go to the line to shoot for the first time tonight. It's the first. Legan now with 17. And now 18. She has 15 of her 18 points here in the second half. Had a fantastic second half for the junior guard. Going to throw up another three. Off the iron. Stolen by Delmore. And a foul going to be called on Lakin. That's just her second. McKinley going to throw it in front of the Warrior bench. Number 30, Wilkins, checking in for McKinley. Deloche trying to go right hand, misses it. And she's not going to run back on defense. He's going to kind of jog back. Rom can't hit the layup. Nice move, but she couldn't finish. Robinson jacking up the three. Solid off the backboard. Miss. Rom going to pull up for three and off the iron. Jacobs throws it up, lays it in. Jacobs now with 6 points in the second half to go along with their 6 from the first half to lead the Panthers in scoring. And Hayden Scowen now with 6 points. And turnover McKinley. That's their third of the second half. Amarolo, MG Amarolo, Mikey Dykes, and Minna Gersh checking in. Mikey gonna shoot the three. Almost got the roll. And out of bounds to McKinley. Deloche turning it over again, and she's going to just stay sitting on the floor, not get up and run down back on defense. And Delmore lays it in. That's about the 7th or 8th time that Deloche has just kind of decided that she just isn't going to play defense after she turns the ball over. MG with the steal, can't hit the layup. Mikey's gonna shoot the three, hits it. Mikey Dykes for three. McKinley has reached the 35 turnover mark here. And now 36. Minna for three. Hits it! Minna Gersh for three! And timeout Warriors. Minna knocking down the 3 ball. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. We got a couple of new faces in there. Mackenzie McCoy coming in for the first time, number 21, and Harley Duncan checking back in. And McKinley is going to go ahead and turn it over for the 37th time here in this game. Mack in the corner. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Warriors sideline throw in now. It's like McKinley in a zone now. Mack trying to feed Harley Duncan, turns it over. Ball knocked out of bounds by Lady Warriors. 30-point game here with just under 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. And again, gonna be out of bounds. Off of the Warriors. Throw in for Panthers. Deloche. Just a couple too many steps. Traveling. Turnover number 38 for McKinley. And Marolo with a little hook shot. Count it. Deloche completely out of control. Foul going to get called. They're going to get Mackenzie McCoy on the foul. Deloche was absolutely out of control right there, but is able to draw the foul. Having a hard time throwing it in. Finally gets it into Harris, who gets fouled by Marolo. .118. Warriors trying to get the sub in. I have a feeling they'll be able to get the sub in here soon. This whistle's going to get blown for something in a minute. Mackenzie McCoy had it, almost gave it up. Warriors just going to stall this thing out and take this 12th victory by 32 points to go to 12-7 on the year, 1-1 in district. Great second half for the Lady Warriors after a kind of a bit of a disjointed first half. The Lady Warriors come out in the second half and absolutely dominate, extending this thing out all the way to 32 points, just with 11.2 seconds left. All they got to do is just hold this ball for a few more seconds, and that'll do it. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. Join us on Friday as we have the continuation of District for the girls, and then the boys open up District against Tara. Both teams taking on Tara Friday. Girls game starting at 6. Boys game will follow that girls game. Again, on behalf of myself, Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics, and administration, faculty, and staff of St. Michael High School, we want to wish you, as always, good night, God bless, and go Warriors.